Hey everybody, welcome into the Parker and the Man page on yournews.com, brought to you this time by, ready? Carl's Golfland in Bloomfield on Telegraph and Plymouth at St. John. Golf's best, baby. There's your two phone numbers for you. We'll show you that again in a bit. But since 1958, Carl's Golfland has been the destination for Southeast Michigan golfers. Carl's is slashing prices on the Nike Sumo 5000 and TaylorMade men's drivers. Also the Titleist Pro V1 golf balls just in time for Father's Day. So amongst their always great low prices, they've even got some better specials for you on those as well. Spent many a nice day at Carl's Golfland, both locations, that's for sure. Speaking of golf, an open letter today on the Parker and the Man page to Tiger Woods to play in the Buick Open. Now here's the situation with the Buick. And of course Tiger getting set to play the U.S. Open at Bethpage, where he is the defending champion. And by the way, last time it was at Bethpage Black, same course, 2002, Tiger beat Phil Mickelson. Anyhow, here's the problem with Tiger in the Buick Open. Now, the Buick Open this year has been moved back again to July, end of July. It comes after the British Open and before the PGA Championship. There's also the Canadian in there and the World Golf Championships at Firestone in Akron, Ohio. In theory, Tiger could play 5 straight tournaments if he chose to play the Buick. He does not have an obligation anymore to come to Grand Blanc because, of course, his ties were ended with General Motors at the end of last year. Now, even though his deal was supposed to go to the end of 2009, Tiger does not technically have to come to any of the Buick Open, the Invitational, the Classic, any of the Buick events. However, it's our appeal in Michigan to get Tiger to play the Buick at Warwick Hills in Grand Blanc the end of July and in the first couple of days of August. So this is an open letter to Tiger. Read about it, blog if you want, comment on it. You can respond at tvboy at yournews.com, yournewsdetroit.com, or rob at yournewsdetroit.com. Those are the two emails. So, see what you think. Speaking of that, read Vartan Kupelian on yournews.com because he is reporting from Bethpage Black. So Vartan, of course, the great golf writer that he is, starts his great week in New York as well. So you can read all about that on Vartan's column. Also, some stuff about Sammy Sosa and the steroid thing. As you saw, Sammy Sosa tested positive or allegedly for steroids in 2003. Got my opinions on that. I bring up some old stuff, some new stuff. Check that out as well. Pudge Rodriguez, your former Tiger catcher, now with the Houston Astros, passing Carlton Fisk for the most games caught in Major League Baseball history. How about that for Pudge? Give it to Pudge. Pudge guy, 19 years in the majors. Dontrell Willis will not make his start on Saturday, according to Jim Leland. I wonder why. Could it be the ERA around 8? That could be possible. Also, a quickie on Albert Pujols. You saw him against the Tigers in the game with the Cardinals, the blowout by the Cardinals. You'll know why I'm talking about that. Carlos Delfino, former Piston, looks like he's back in the NBA. If you missed it, and I even wrote that, if you missed it, he played last year in Russia. Now, the interesting part is what the Pistons got for Delfino when they traded him a couple of years ago to Toronto is starting to pay off this NBA draft, and the draft is a week from Thursday, and you can read about why it's paying off. And also, Bob Kurtz. You don't know who Bob Kurtz is? And if you remember the Bob Kurtz from East Lansing, it's not the same Bob Kurtz that I'm writing about. Bob Kurtz did something that no one's ever done before, and you can read about that as well. If you don't know who Bob Kurtz is, who's Bob Kurtz? What did he do? You can read about it in my column on yournews.com. So there you go, the Parker and the Man page, brought to you by, here you go, Carl's Golfland in Bloomfield on Telegraph, Plymouth at St. John. Golfing's best. There's your two numbers right there. The top one is toll-free, so you got that going for you, which is always nice. Our great friend on yournews.com. And a good friend of the Parker and the Man Show, Carl's Golfland, right there for you. So happy navigating, everybody. Big golfing stuff, of course, with the U.S. Open starting. And an open letter to Tiger Woods. Enjoy it. Respond to it. It's classic.